Okay. Well, they make their way back. You make your way to the inn. It's actually a very sort of upscale looking establishment.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm not the greedy one.
I know. I'm talking to the two greedy ones.
I was singing songs.
No way I can get this money without having to fight for it. So I'm not going to. That would be work.
I mean, at this point, even Tor might say, I think we can all agree that this has become more than a simple escort to the next town, and perhaps...
Shh. They might not hire us, and we would lose the chance for more daring do.
Maybe we should go scout out our way to the next town first.
Okay. So you arrive at the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, look at all that food.
Very upscale looking sort of a place.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Leon turns to you as you're approaching. He says, I don't suppose when you came over here you thought to bring a bottle or two with you.
Actually, I did.
You did?
Yes, I've had it since the beginning of the adventure. It's an excellent vintage. Last week was a very good year.
He says, well, that would indeed be a welcome change here. These bastards here have no appreciation of a decent draft.
Well, perhaps
They
I
have
can
the insistence
loosen
of
their caps.
drinking this god-awful substance that's made from some kind of seaweed. Foul stuff. It'll do the job fair enough, but...
Where the hell are we, frog?
Fermented seaweed, that sounds rather repulsive.
Yeah, he says it is, believe me.
Well...
He says, well, let me see you to a drink. And he makes his way over to the bar.
Can I,
I'll join him for a drink, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I can set up and start entertaining.
Okay.
Since I think this place was actually recommended to me as a good place to entertain.
It is, in fact, a pretty upscale kind of place.
Well,
It's like a place you can make a lot of money.
Yeah, one of the sailors actually recommended to me, so at the very least I should be able to get free drinks.
I'll shill for him a bit.
Okay.
Talk him up at the bar.
You can, in fact, get some free drinks here. Unfortunately, they don't have any rooms available.
That's okay. I know another place. And I will perform.
Okay. You do so. Is anyone else going to take him up on his offer of a drink?
No.
Okay.
Wait, is this the new uncle or the old uncle?
What?
Is this the uncle or
the initial old guy we met wasn't
the old
an
guy?
uncle?
Yeah,
No,
sorry. I meant the yeah.
Yeah, he's a servant.
Yes. So this is the uncle now who's buying.
Yes, this is the uncle.
So the uncle hasn't said anything about the box.
No, he's just interested in the girl being okay.
Yes.
He doesn't seem at all impressed by the box.
Okay, gotcha. So you won't mind if we hold on to it and just keep an eye on it.
Don't give a damn what you do with the thing.
Okay, good.
What's in this box that's of such great value?
Nothing?
No, just some jewelry, apparently. No idea why somebody... This man might have just been a common thief who just saw a chance to make a quick buck. Of course, we were attacked earlier, which just has me wonder about the whole thing. But if there is any danger in this box, it's best it be in our hands so that we don't draw any danger to Aliana.
Fair enough. Okay.
I'll sound out. I'll just chat with them about the wedding and who's in it, and you know what I mean, and who the lords are, and see if I can find out anything interesting that might lead me to understand why somebody would want this box or who the different parties are involved in this.
Okay. The guy that she's marrying is a sort of minor nobleman here in Korgos,
Yes.
and she's most of the stuff in her dowry is actually a lot more valuable. As far as I know, this thing doesn't appear to be of much value at all.
Right.
But her husband to be, his brother is a member of the priesthood and had expressed some interest in it, so they had sent it along with her as kind of a gift to him.
Mm-hmm. Her husband,
Her husband's brother.
Yeah. And that's somebody. Okay. Yeah. Her husband's brother. Yep.
Had expressed an interest in it.
And what's his name?
It is Liaf.
Liaf. And is he also a nobleman?
Well, he's of the same family, but he's gone into the priesthood.
Mm-hmm. And what's the family name? Just out of curiosity. Just wondering if I've heard anything about them in my travels.
Garani.
I see.
You are not familiar with them.
What's that?
You are not at all familiar with them.
Gotcha.
But from what he's saying, you get the impression they're really not anybody of note.
Mm-hmm.
They're just somebody with like a minor land holding here in Korgos, some distance from the city. So,
I'll be right back, sir. I just have to help my noble companion out who's playing a little music before I start up again. I come over to
you. As you walk off, you see the bartender comes up and puts a strange bottle shaped rather like a fish, filled with some kind of milky substance, down on the bar.
I'll be happy to try that in a moment. Can I just pull Grond aside for a second?
Yep.
I say, my dear gnome, perhaps you could make inquiries about a Liaf Gorani, the brother of the groom-to-be, another minor nobleman, who apparently is the one who asked for the box and its contents to be brought along as a dowry. Perhaps you could ask around, find out anything you can about this one. Does he owe anyone money?
From what he's saying, it's not that the guy asked for it. He had just expressed an interest in it, and they had kind of thought to send it along as a gift to him since he seemed to be interested in it.
Still worth asking some questions about.
I'll be glad to look into that. I have a couple other lines of inquiry I have to
give me
pursue
one
first.
second. I gotta hit the bathroom real quick. Give me 1 second.
First of all, I have to find out who this
I'll be right back.
who this scoundrel, the D'Artagnan Silverblade, might be.
Yes, I roll my eyes. I said, well, this Liaf expressed some interest in the dowry, and it was out of his interest that this brought on. So there is the possibility that he's involved somehow, although it's tenuous. So we ought to find out if he has any connections to anything sinister, if he owes anyone money, or he's known around these parts for anything.
Oh, I'm sure I can find out something about that.
Yeah.
Actually, you can just disregard what I asked you there, Grond. I forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, I know basically what the thing is enchanted with. I just don't know if it's got an extra ward or something.
Yeah, but Tor has an Arcana of 9, so I'm just going to take 20 during the downtime and do a 29 Arcana check on it. So if there is anything he's going to tell us, he's just going to tell us. For the other two Tor is inspecting the box to see if the box wards against anything in particular, because it seems to be that the voices are more distant when they're inside the box, and we might be able to discover more about the amulet if we know more about the box that contains it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be happy. Let me join you in that. I think we all have some expertise in this area.
Well, you can give me a +2, but I've already got 29, unless you've got better than 9 Arcana.
I have a 9 Arcana.
10.
Also.
Yeah, so the most you can do is give me a +2 as an assist, which would bring it to 31.
Yes.
Okay.
31 on the box.
I've got a couple lines of inquiry that I'm pursuing, by the way, whenever you have time.
Okay. Well, you look at the box carefully. You can see that it has sort of intricate inlay on it. And the inlay actually, on closer inspection, appears to be some sort of cleverly designed warding symbols. And it looks like it's been designed to prevent scrying.
Okay.
Well, that makes me feel
is there
slightly
anything
better, actually.
Is there anything on the box that would indicate to me why the voices are so much quieter when they're inside the box, when the circlet is inside the box?
Well,
Or not voices, the dreams, I suppose is a better way to put it.
well, again, it basically it looks like the box is designed to shield this thing, to prevent any sort of communication or scrying or anything like that.
Oh, both directions, I understand.
Both directions, yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Okay.
It could be that the attack on the boat was because we took it out of the box, which enabled it.
Are you saying taking it out of the box was a horrible mistake?
Looks like it. The question is whether somebody sent those supernatural creatures on the sea or whether it called them to it with its evil powers.
You have the distinct impression that that is not the case.
What?
Just
Which one?
based on what you can glean from it. You don't think that this thing is malevolent.
Uh-huh. It's not like pulling.
That was something you had Grond had determined previously.
That it wasn't pulling like the evil skeletons out of the sea or anything itself.
Right.
So somebody, when we took it out, though, somebody could sense it and send those things after us. Well, we may have a powerful necromancer on our hands.
Howard, what did you want to do?
Okay, well, after I try and get, like, some money from these people, because apparently this is the place to get it,
Right.
there's a couple things I want to do. First, I want to look around to see if I see any people who are at the courthouse, like, who brought in to witness and confirm that I wasn't this disreputable D'Artagnan fellow.
You don't see any of them now.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll make a couple inquiries and see, like, I've heard that there's the most disreputable person, a horse thief named D'Artagnan Silverblade, and see if anyone knows about him.
Oh, yes, it's kind of the talk of the town.
Really? Wow, he sounds like a real jerk.
Apparently this guy's involved in a number of swindles and, if not outright thefts.
The nerve of some people. Then I want to see if anyone happens to be acquainted with the Granies.
Okay. Nobody seems to know too much about them. They know they have some merchant interests, but they're like really only nominally nobles. They have more or less the equivalent of like a knighthood.
Which they probably bought, yeah.
Yeah, it seems likely. Although there's probably, not this generation, probably a couple generations back, but they're not anyone of particular note.
Okay. And then I am going to look around to see if I can find a wealthy-looking merchant.
Okay, there are a few of them around here.
I'll take one of those free bottles of disgusting seaweed liquor,
Okay.
and I'll walk around the tavern kind of playing my lute and just ask them until someone says that they're Mr. Rapuzo.
Okay. You're looking for someone. You're not asking this specifically.
Well, I'm walking around as if like I don't know exactly who I'm looking for. Well, actually, I guess first I'll ask the bartender. Like, can you point me towards Guiberto Apuzzo's table?
He says, I believe he would be in his room. Why, do you have business with him?
Possibly. I'll see if you know what. I'm just going to leave a note that.
So I could send someone to retrieve him if you need.
Oh, well, that would be wonderful. Thank you, sir. And I'll keep playing.
Okay. Is anybody else going to do anything in the interim?
Sit on my throat
is
as
there-
the Prince of Bel Air.
Is it daytime or is it evening at this point?
Oh, it's early in the day.
It's early in the day.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna see if I can make inquiries about a shop that specializes in the mystical and arcane.
Okay.
I just want to pick up a simple rod.
Okay. You get a lot of sort of strange looks.
Curios.
The people here don't seem to have much interest in that sort of thing, but the bartender does tell you of a place in town where you might look for such a thing. There's a guy who sells various materials to the wizards.
Okay, I'll follow his directions and set off for it then.
Where the hell is this idiot? There he is. Okay. Grond, this guy comes out after not too long.
I'm gonna just rent a room and pass out for the day.
Okay. This place actually doesn't have any rooms available.
Okay, well I'll go to a relatively cheap hotel and rent. I'll let Tor know where I am and rent a room and pass out for the day.
Okay. He tells you that he does believe there are some rooms available at the Blackheart Lily.
Sure.
Isn't it early morning? Tor
Yeah.
just shakes
Yes.
his head.
It is early morning.
All right.
It might be on to mid-morning here, to be fair to him.
What was it?
Yeah.
Blackheart?
Blackheart Lily. It's another inn in town.
That's just so I remember what it's called later.
Okay. And if that's not available, there's another inn. Where is it? Sorry, my eyes are pinching. Oh, there's another place called the Besieged Dungeon.
That sounds horrible.
That sounds great.
Okay. Those are the other two inns in town, and they suggest that you might have better luck there. Okay, so you're heading off. So Lucan is going to head off to get a room somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay. And what about Tor and the rest of you?
Tor will stay right where he is. This is the ladies right there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just,
Yeah.
I'll stay
Yeah,
right where he is.
I'm just going to pick up a simple rod and return to the inn where Tor and the
Okay.
others are.
So you make your way off downtown. Okay. So this guy introduces himself as Gilberto Apuzzo,
Okay.
and he asks what your business is.
I was given your name by an associate on my voyage over here. I was perhaps looking for. I'm not really sure how to put it.
He seems to be looking at you very intently.
Yeah, I know he is. I'm being as diplomatic as I possibly can.
No, not like in a negative way.
Yeah. Oh shit! He recognizes me. Ah, it's D'Artagnan Silverblade. That basically I was given his name as someone who might know something about a possible misunderstanding that may have come up between
Of course,
one of my companions, probably not me.
He leans in very closely and quietly, obviously, so no one else can hear.
Yeah.
And he says, "You're Silverblade, aren't you?"
I am known by many names, even by myself.
He says, yes. Well, on to business. First of all, our friends in Koragos have asked me to make a payment to you. I believe it was for 6, right?
Well, there were some complications, but
He takes out a rather hefty looking purse and starts counting out coins.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts out the 6 stacks of 5 gold coins, so a total
Okay.
of 30 coins. And he says, "And is there anything else that I might assist you with?"
I don't suppose you know of any way to contact our mutual friends in city, should perhaps I have need of them or they have need of me. The situation is changing rather rapidly.
So, well, I'm quite certain that they will contact you should there be any issues. After all, you can't be here and not be watched.
I understand, of course. I would have expected no less. I've long admired our mutual friends' competence in such matters. Meanwhile, I'm racking my brains desperately. Do I remember doing any of these things as D'Artagnan's Silverblade?
No.
Okay, well, I'll
In
just
fact,
play
from
it
what
off.
they're saying, this stuff has happened in the fairly recent past while you were either in Cambria or at sea. So,
I'm so good at my job, I don't even remember when I've done it. Well, excellent, sir. I suppose I shall be in contact. Should we have any further business to discuss? Enjoy
Okay.
the liquor. I'll pass him a bottle of disgusting fish stuff.
okay. Yeah. He kind of looks at you strangely and waves it aside, and he motions to the bartender, who shortly comes over with a sort of fancier looking version of the bottle.
Still looks like a fish, though, doesn't it?
It does, in fact. And it's full of a milky white substance.
Have I tasted this stuff before?
No, you have not.
Well, I have two choices here: be obviously poisoned or pure rude. Well, I'll wait for him to do. Do something.
He pours 2 glasses of it and he takes a drink.
Okay, I suppose I'll sip some.
Okay, it's pretty nasty. It has this strange kind of salty, fishy taste to it,
So it's like Lafroig.
followed by like a really nasty kick.
Lafroig is not a fishy taste. It's a smoky taste.
Like smoked fish. To me, it's more like plastic buckets, but that's okay. All right, well, I guess I'll just sip a little bit and attempt to enjoy. Look like I'm enjoying it. And I'll just ask him about like how things have been going recently in town.
Okay. He
How's
makes
business?
sort of small talk. Gives you sort of the... Hold on one second. Sorry about that. So he sort of gives you the local news, which is not much of interest. There's a sort of religious festival going on in town, which everybody's preparing for. I mean, is there anything particular that you want to ask him?
I suppose I'll casually bring up. I hear that there's a wedding soon.
I don't know of any wedding.
Oh, maybe just be idle chit chat then. I'll make some idle chit chat, and then I'll claim to have some other business, and I'll, as politely as I can, wish him to enjoy his evening, unless he has anything else he wishes to tell me.
Okay. No, there doesn't seem to be anything else that he feels needs to be pointed out to you at the moment.
Okay. I'll assure him that I'll be in touch if my services are required.
Okay.
What was that?
Oh, that was supposed to be a... Why did that not work?
Okay, good job. I'm attacked by a faulty macro.
I'm sorry, Randy. I'm just getting all these messages. I was actually lying down and just listening. I wasn't actually looking.
Yeah, except I think everybody got this stupid
Yeah.
thing for some reason.
Let me.
Because
do I-
apparently you can't paste text in here.
You can paste text.
Well, no, it some
Well,
of it
it's copying all the line breaks and shit.
Yeah.
All right, but I'll just ignore that.
Should I come back to answer the questions that you have? Who? These men here. Am I just right outside the? Am I downtown or just right?
You're
outside?
no, you're a short distance outside.
I say. Now, do these guys look threatening?
They look kind of threatening, but they're not openly carrying
Weapons. I said.
I mean, they're carrying weapons, but they're not drawing them. They are carrying. They're wearing them openly, but not drawing them.
Yes, of course I could. I'm always looking for work. How could I help you, sirs?
They say that's what we would like to hear. Just make sure you stick around for a little while. He says, we'll be in touch. And they start to slip away, and as they do, he turns and he throws a small bag to you.
Okay, and then he leaves.
Yep.
When I see no one's looking, I'll open the bag. What's in the bag?
20 gold pieces.
I need to run into more fellows like this.
Okay.
I don't know what he thinks he's buying, but I shrug, pocket the gold, and head on about my errand.
Okay, and Tor, you're just hanging around the girl this whole time?
Tor is standing in the doorway. Yeah.
Okay.
2 drink minimum.
This is the best town ever. People just randomly give you gold in the streets.
They do. Hey, you should split that with the party.
Okay.
I do have somewhere else to go to unless someone is about to like stab me or somebody needs my services.
No. This guy is just basically at this point being
done.
polite.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do I make any money from busking?
yeah, you make a couple of gold pieces.
Okay. In that case, unless the party needs me to do something, I want to make my way down around to that other inn that was recommended to me that got cut off in my note that you sent me.
Okay. Oh, that was the same inn where Sir Clancy Pants has gone off too.
The Joan Jett Inn? Blackheart Lily? Okay.
The Blackheart Lily. And Sir Clancy Pants, you're just going off there to rent a room and go to bed, even though it's the
I'm
middle of the
already
day?
asleep. Yeah.
Well, I
No.
mean, you're heading off. You have to make your way
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I'm about to send you another annoying note because I forgot about something.
Okay, go ahead.
If it doesn't work, I'll just try and get the same thing at the other place.
I just want to buy a rod.
Well, you managed to go do so with no. No, you can't. You know, they don't have any like special magic things or
No,
anything.
I
It's
just want to buy a
basic rod.
simple rod and return to the inn. Just tell me when I'm back.
Yep. Okay. Sean, you got that?
Hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Hold on. I look at him incredulously. How far am I from the inn at this point?
You're at the inn.
All right, I walk inside.
No, you're actually in the inn. You're walking way up to the bar to rent a room.
Okay, I go rent a room.
Okay, so you walk right past him.
Well, I don't believe he's talking to me.
No, he's clearly talking to you.
No, I don't believe that he
Okay.
would be talking to me. I'm like, no, there's no way. I don't look. There's no way.
Okay.
It's a hard day's work already today, and I want to go to bed.
Okay. So Howard, Clancy Pence, you basically rent a room. This guy
Yeah.
just kind of watches you incredulously as you walk away. But you managed to go and rent a room. Howard, you arrive shortly thereafter at the Black Heart Lily.
Awesome loot player for hire. Okay.
Okay. And Tor, you're just going to stay and kind of stand guard here?
I guess I didn't succeed at my previous attempt.
Yes, I will be the only one who actually does what we were hired to do. Good job, guys.
Coming back
working
soon.
on it. I'm working on it.
Enjoy your shopping, your busking, and your sleeping.
Yeah, we're doing this in shifts.
Hey, we
like
all
you
have
do
our
all the
strengths.
shifts.
All right. So at this point, well, did I succeed in getting like bardic hospitality at the other place?
Yes.
Oh, I did.
I mean, you can't get a room there.
Oh, what
'cause
the
they don't
fuck?
have any room. You could stay in the common room if you were so inclined. But they're not going to kick one of the rich patrons out of a room to give you a place to stay.
Would they kick a rich patron's corpse out of his room? All right. Well, I go to the other place.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do the same thing there. I'll busk a little bit. And then, according to my notes, which got cut off halfway through...
Let me go back to that and
I'm going to ask around the Blackheart Lily, specifically about... by the way, when I was talking with this merchant, did he make any, like, weird symbols? Or
Nope.
like, signs or anything? Okay, fine. Well, fuck.
No
well, then,
can't.
in that case, I'm going to ask about this notorious brigand, D'Artagnan Silverblade, and just, like,
Okay.
ask, and then, like, streetwise around a bit.
Okay. Well, make a couple of streetwise checks for me.
Two identical streetwise checks.
Okay, well, first of all, actually, you get the distinct impression it's kind of odd that for a guy that you were led to believe is sort of a criminal person of significance, let's say, this guy seemed remarkably straightforward about the whole thing. Like, he wasn't really inclined to too much secrecy for the most part.
Oh, the merchant, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe he's not a notorious criminal, but he was.
No,
wanted.
he is. You get the impression that he is. He just doesn't seem to be as concerned as you would expect him to be.
Well, yeah, I figured that this, this blackguard and rogue and dashingly handsome D'Artagnan Silverblade is probably just like a hired goon, or a specialized hired goon. But since I was probably drunk when I did it, I'm trying to figure out what exactly I was supposed to have done.
Okay. Asking around the Blackheart Lily, you don't find too much new. Just that this D'Artagnan Silverblade apparently has been involved in all manner of crimes. Well, not murder or anything, but all manner of theft and cons, and generally a lot of people kind of after him, including some very important people.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
So-
But they haven't caught him yet. He must be incredibly skilled as well as good looking.
It seems distinctively possible.
All right, and then I'm just going to do some general streetwising around since it was recommended that I do with the Blackheart Lily, and also try and get a free room.
Okay. Tor. Now that your compatriots have pretty much abandoned you,
As usual.
as you're here at the inn, you see a woman come running through the door of the inn, almost knocks into you, and she makes her way straight up to the bar where she starts talking to the bartender, and she appears to be crying.
Sorry, my son was taught. Which bar? My bar or someone?
Yeah, yours.
I will step forward, not to intercede, but to overhear what they're talking about.
Okay. Okay, she says she's talking to the bartender, and she's like, "Please, you have to help me. There are demons in my house. I know it. I can hear them talking to each other. They want to catch me. Please, you have to do something. At this point, the bartender notices you looking on, and he kind of looks at you sort of questioningly.
I quietly stare back at the guard with no expression on my face whatsoever. In my head, I'm saying, I'm really glad I'm not a paladin and I don't have to go run and kill these demons.
Okay. Well, you doubt there's actual demons. But he tries to calm her down. And he looks at you and he says, "Surely you could help this good woman. We've all heard about your exploits down at the docks this morning."
Indeed, I can help this good woman. Lady, please sit here. I'm going to send someone to go get the town guard, and they will clear your house of these demons. And then I'll turn to someone in here and I'll say, I'm offering 50 copper for someone to go get me a representative of the town guard.
Okay. Everyone in the room seems to find this idea somehow very humorous. And they all go back to their drinks. Looking at the people in here, you suspect that they're not the sort of people who would get out of their chairs for 50 copper.
I turn back to the bartender and I say, Sir, surely your guests may not be willing to leave, but surely you've got someone working here you can spare who would like to make some extra coin.
He says, certainly. He says, don't worry yourself about it. He motions to one of the servants. And they head off.
I'll attempt to calm the lady, but I'm attempting to hide the fact that I don't believe a word she just said, but I have an 8 charisma, so you can work out how well that works.
Okay. She seems completely distraught. But she's, sort of agreed to wait until the town guard shows up. Howard, meanwhile, you are back at the Blackheart Lily.
Okay.
Other than what you already discussed, you asking about anything else, or you just gonna?
Well, your note got kind of cut off. Is that like asking about like work, or not specifically about connections to the Assassin's Guild, right? That was just like looking for.
Looking just said
work.
Yeah, you just said if you were interested in that whole side of things, that would be the place to.
Well, Rollo Padfoot would certainly take some time to chum up to the local ne'er-do-wells and just get a sort of his fingers on the heartbeat of the city.
And you do definitely get the impression that this is the sort of place that attracts a less than reputable crowd.
My kind of place. But nothing really specific. If I find nothing specific, can I at least secure a room?
Well, I mean, are you looking for work there, or what?
No. What I was specifically looking for was if I pick up any like whiffs of rumors regarding the wedding, or the Guaranis, or someone looking for a mysterious box, or the Fascia Volata, or. That dashingly handsome rogue D'Artagnan Silverblade.
Well, as I said, D'Artagnan Silverblade, there's quite a lot of discussion about jobs that he seems to have pulled of late. As far as the wedding goes, nobody seems to know too much of it. It's not actually going on in the city itself. That's going to be happening at their estate, which is some distance outside of the city.
Okay.
So,
well, if I get nothing really useful here, then
now as soon as you say the words "Fascia Volata," you notice everybody in the room.
Well,
gets
I wouldn't say
quiet.
that. I wouldn't say that. I'm just asking around like, is anyone connected to the society? I'm trying to be as demure as I can. I'm not going to say that because that would attract attention.
Okay.
Or if anyone knows anything about that fight at the docks, that some incredibly dashing gnome managed to save everyone from.
They have heard something about it, and news is circulating that several people were killed there. And
Well, okay. I mean, and I'm not gonna out like a Fasha Velata. So unless I find anything useful, I'll just like collect a few coins, and then I'm gonna head back to the other place where I suppose I can enjoy my common room bed.
okay,
Oh, do I need to actually go buy components for ritual magic?
if you're gonna do ritual, yeah, whatever the cost is, you need to pay that.
All right. Yeah. I mean, do I have to buy the components ahead of time?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'm going to stop by the magic shop on my way back and pick up a few components.
You can stop at the appropriate places and get the components.
Okay.
As long as it's nothing too exotic, but
No, it's only Glib Limerick and Unseen Servant, and I already have the foci for them.
okay.
So I just need the expendables.
Okay. Well, you arrive at the inn to see Tor still standing guard here.
Wait a second. I haven't gotten back yet?
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. You just are going to the shop. No, you both arrive back at the inn. Shortly after you do so, you see like a town guardsman
Uh-oh.
sort of wander in, looking very annoyed. He makes his way up to the bar.
I'll calmly and quietly explain the situation so as not to further upset the lady. And in addition to that, I won't slyly ask. I'll just ask, do you know who she is?
Yeah,
like-
she has a house here in a small shop.
Excellent. Well, then it appears you have some work to do.
To go investigate the noises in her basement? I'm a guardsman, not a rat catcher.
Well, this woman in your town feels that she is being threatened by something in her home. Are you saying that you will do nothing to check this out?
Okay, he looks at her and he goes, "Ma'am, did someone threaten you?" She says, there were noises. He goes, "But did someone threaten you? Was there a person in your house?" She says, "No, they're demons. They're under my house." I can hear them talking.
I said, sir, we'll take care of this matter. Sorry to have troubled you. Madam, can you tell us where your house is?
It's actually just across the street.
I whisper to these guys, we could take 5 minutes and figure out whether she's crazy or whether there's something to this or not.
Is that merchant still in the tavern, or has he left to his room?
He's not. He's no longer sitting there.
Never fear, Red Owl Race from Consulting Wizard is here. Consulting
Okay.
Demonologist is here. I shall clean the scourge from your premises, young lady.
Okay. The bartender, upon seeing the two of you, he kind of holds up a pouch with some gold, like sort of behind the woman where she can't see it, and kind of points to it.
That reminds me, people are so friendly in this town, they're just giving me gold on the streets.
Really?
I said, really? I hold up a bag of gold.
You should
I
really
say,
split that with the party, since I'm sure it was our collective reputation that helped you earn that gold.
actually, my face grows serious, and I say, there's something strange going on. 4 rather shady-looking men gave me a bag of gold and asked me to do something later. I decided not to contradict them and risk getting jumped in an alley, but these guys will be back. We should keep an eye out for them.
Okay. This old woman very nervously walks up and she offers you a key, and she explains that that they're coming from under my house.
We are Cambrian Ghostbusters 101. We will take care of this. No problem.
Tor looks at you for a moment and then sort of calmly asks, so you're suggesting in a town where you've been approached by shady people that we abandon our charge to go look in the basement across the street and hope nothing happens to her?
5 minutes. Just keep her here with you. 5 minutes here in the inn. No one's going to attack you here in the inn.
Oh,
Yell
I'll
loudly
stay.
if they do. Let me go
I'll-
have a fast look.
I'm more than happy to let you go have a fast look.
Fast look. I say under my breath. I'll just see if I sense anything arcane there.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. I take the key and head off. Take her instructions as to where this is.
Okay. It's right across the street, and it's, a modest little house and an attached shop.
What kind of shop does it look like?
Just dry goods.
Okay. Okay. I take the key, enter the house.
Okay.
Do I hear anything?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll hear. Tons of different
I'm singing.
Are you coming with me or no? Are you still back at the...
Oh, you're just going to take a quick look. I figure that you'll be back. I'm just going to go sing in the bar.
Yeah. Yes. That's about as good as it gets for my perception checks.
Okay. You do hear, you think, kind of a scraping sound coming from what appears to be the cellar.
I'm sure it's nothing I can't handle. I go to the cellar door and I attempt to detect anything arcane from beyond the door.
Make an arcana check.
That's a pretty good roll.
You do not detect anything arcane.
Okay, I fling open the door. And
Okay.
get ready to fight some giant rats.
Okay. There's a ladder that goes down into a dry dirt cellar. Bags are piled against the walls, and a sack of dried apples seems to be spilled across the floor. A squeaking and scratching noise comes from the southeast corner.
I look over there. I peer down the ladder
Okay,
over
you
there.
see a pretty decent-sized rat. As it sees you, it seems to startle and run across the wall down to the corner and suddenly out of sight.
So it's just a rat in a rat hole.
Yep, make me a perception check.
Wow.
Okay. Looking towards the direction that the rat went, you think you see the shadow of something larger moving.
Okay. Preparing, I take a sort of a ridiculously kung fu stance and start sneaking over towards it.
Okay, you make your way to the bottom of the ladder. As you move to that corner of the root cellar, you can see that the dirt seems to have been hastily piled over what appears to be a crude wooden door.
Okay, and is the door closed?
Yeah, it's not latched or locked or anything. It's like a makeshift door.
Okay, I'll see if I can detect arcane behind that door.
Go ahead and make me a roll.
That was a not so good roll.
Okay, you don't detect anything arcane.
Okay, I fling the door open suddenly and then step backwards.
Okay. You see it opens up into a small room that appears to be below the level of the cellar. It looks like it's been sort of crudely dug out of the surrounding earth.
Okay, I'll peer down there.
Okay. You find yourself in a small room.
I'm not jumping down into this thing. Advise, I'm looking before I go down into this little room.
Okay. And that's what you see.
Wait. Why do I see nothing here? Because I have to scroll down. I'm still seeing nothing.
How do I snap him to the location, Howard?
Oh, there it is. Sorry. It was just I had to scroll the right part.
Okay.
Okay. And is that so? There's passages leading off.
It looks that way, yes.
Okay. I say with this, do I hear noises? That thing that I saw that was larger than human? Is there something there?
You don't see anything here, but you can hear sounds coming from sort of the north passage.
Okay, I am now going to decide that discretion is the better part of valor.
Okay.
I go back up, close the door. Even Excelsior has his limits here. I will walk back to the inn and say and talk to these guys.
Okay. You make your way back to the inn, and they're still here.
Tor and I are discussing about just like taking the money and buying lunch with it.
Which you got money too?
No, the money that we would collect after you got killed by whatever's in the basement.
There's something down here. I thought of investigating myself, but there is something perhaps dangerous down here. I think perhaps you guys ought to accompany me, or at least one of you ought to.
I'm not sure we should really leave, what's her name, like totally unprotected.
She is in the...
Tor
Well-
looks meaningfully at the town guard standing right beside you.
I mean, like, protected
Oh, the
by
town
someone
guard
good.
the town guard is left at this point.
Protected by someone who's competent, I mean.
Okay.
I said I'm happy to handle this myself, but in case this could be something quite dangerous,
Now,
I say out of earshot of the woman. And if you wanted in on the fun, I didn't want to leave you out.
Well, however you want to take this, but you do kind of get the impression that this being a bigger town and just the particular nature of this establishment, that it's probably somewhat more secure than
Yeah,
other places that you've been.
It'd be quite unusual for there to be an armed assault here, and if there is, you could give a yell, and I could be back here momentarily.
Okay,
I'm only 100 feet away.
someone go wake up Sir Sleepy Pants. I'll go inform our clients about where we're going in case, like, a terrible ninja attack happens and they know, like, where to send a runner. And then let's go down there and shoot us some 5 XP giant rats.
I'll explain the situation to the uncle,
Okay.
and I will explain that
We're just
because
gonna
of
be across the street.
the unique nature of someone, digging underground this close to where they plan to sleep, we have to go check this out. However,
Okay, he says to you, well, maybe I'm a bit daft, but if they're after this bloody box, and you take the box with you, doesn't that leave us pretty much in the clear?
I would say so, yes, but they may not know that I have the box and she does not.
It'll work.
But then how
because
did they
I'll
know
tell
to
them.
come after you?
I'll
They
tell them
didn't.
he has
They
box.
took the box off the boat, if you recall. It was not in our possession at the time.
No, but,
And then
but you said they attacked you on the boat as well.
Indeed.
And how did they know how to get after you there?
One of the great mysteries of the universe.
Some idiot must have taken it out of the box.
In the meantime, I will quickly go get Sir Clancy Pants,
Okay.
rouse him out of his slumber, and say, wake up, Sleepy Pants.
Okay.
Are you there, Sleepy Pants?
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm here.
Sleepy Pants, we have something that may require your attention. There's appears to be some weird
Great big
creature,
hookah?
a tunnel. No, there's some weird tunnels and creatures coming from a
Pop-Tarts?
shop. No,
No, you're
No?
losing my attention.
there could be gold.
Oh,
There could
all
be
right
gold in
then.
this. If this is the kind of monster lair I suspect it might be, there could be all kinds of gold at the end of this rainbow.
Said monster lair.
A veritable, a veritable shower of gold.
Yes, I convince him that there's obviously anything that would be layering down here would obviously be sitting on a mound of gold, and then get him back.
Okay.
I come. Disinterested, but I come.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to fight the one giant rat.
Okay, so you're all going?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay. So you make your way back to the house, and you see exactly as described to him. There's this crude entrance coming from the cellar down into some kind of subterranean room here that's been dug out of the dirt.
I will do a perception check on the entrance itself to see whether or not it appears to be how it was dug, tools or hand.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception.
My perception.
Okay. It looks like it was dug out with, shovels and picks fairly normally. It does look you can tell that like some of the roots and stuff that go down this far have been cut off and haven't, sort of scabbed over. So it looks to have been fairly recently dug.
All right. Which direction is the inn? Is it to the north or south?
It's actually to the west.
All right. Well, Tor will move there.
Lead on.
See what everybody else gets up to.
Okay.
And I'll follow cautiously behind him like so.
And that's what you see.
Oh my god, it's winter.
I'll ask Sir Clancy Pants to just look to our south and ensure there's nothing coming from behind us.
Okay. That's about what you see.
Nothing lit up. There's no lighting changes.
No, he sees a little bit more, but the passages
Okay.
seem to kind of twist and wind here. So,
It
we
seems pretty twisty windy. I don't want to be here by myself.
All right, let's go. Let's go north first, and then we'll come back if we have to. Keep an eye out behind us, though. We don't want to get flanked.
I bet we could just bar that door and say that we took care of whatever was down here.
okay.
Or we could just set fire to the house and do the same thing.
That was my plan A, but people frowned on it.
Did the bartender give you some out of character? Did the bartender give you some sort of gesture that this woman had a lot of money
No, he was indicating that he would pay some money,
to get rid of her, more or less?
well, to have her problem get taken care of.
He's a nice man, not a.
Yeah, and he appears to know the woman, so.
It's his
Oh.
mother.
Yeah. I don't really care how we go through this. I'm just putting myself at each junction. If you guys have go left instead of right, just say so.
Stick to the left-hand wall the whole way.
All right, fine.
I just made that up. I was being silly. But is there anything you see to the right there? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's definitely rodents. I hear a mouse clicking.
Dead end.
Yep.
Is it dark down here?
Yes, it is, actually.
I'll light a sun rod,
Okay.
which brights it up pretty bright.
Is
Is there anyone besides me? I don't think Tor can see in the dark either.
Let me look. I don't know what. Does that based on my actual class or the campaign's class?
No, based on the actual, it's like I said, statistics are exactly the same. It's just your appearance basically is different. Is all.
I will continue sticking left and go to there.
Okay. As you move actually to about here, and apologize, give me 1 second here because I just closed this stupid window.
Oops.
There it is. Okay. This appears to be a dimly lit cellar with a light wooden panel covering everything here. The air is dry and smells of meats. Cured hams and sausages hang from the beam. In the center of the cellar, 2 hooded men busily dig in the floor. A large bundle lies nearby them.
You want me to
I
talk to them?
Can we see them?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
No!
quick reveal here.
Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I will move as close as possible before they can see me.
Okay, they have their backs to you and are digging.
So I will step directly behind them, and I will I'll stand there. I'm certainly at the ready.
Okay, make a
but-
perception check.
17.
Okay, you see the bundle laying next to them. There is a hand sticking out of it.
There's obviously a person.
Yeah.
Good
So
explanation for this. That's totally innocent.
So I turn back to the other 3 still silently and just give them sort of a, I don't know how I'd convey this in silence, but I suppose the expression of my face and pointing at the sack to let them know that shit's about to get real. And then I'll look at the 2 in front of them, and from this position, very close, I'll just say, "Stop what you're doing," in a casual sort of voice.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, they stop and turn to face you. And they both seem to immediately go for their weapons.
I attack.
Before combat starts, I'll just say, hold still, city inspectors, civic engineers.
We want to make sure this this unmarked grave you're digging is to code.
It's for safety reasons.
I got a 19 bluff.
Okay.
To convince them we're city inspectors?
Oh, why not?
All right.
Okay, give me initiative rolls.
18.
So Grond has
It can't be worse than the
8.
one I rolled last
Okay.
time.
And what do you have, Tony?
15.
15.
Me
Okay.
and Clancy
Tor?
Pants are 15.
Yeah.
Tor?
13.
13. Okay. Clancy Vance was 15%. Okay. So our little gnomish friend will get to go first.
I assume we got a surprise round on these assets.
Yes. Which just means you can take a single action.
I guess I'll just vicious mockery the guy who's closest to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you dig it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
That was a critical, wasn't it?
That was a critical.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, it's
That's
11 points damage.
Okay.
God damn it, I just left the campaign. God, fucking mouse. Alright, so it's 11 points damage and he's -2 to hit. Until
Sir
the end of my
Clancy
next turn.
Vance. Sir Clancy Vance?
All right, I'm gonna Hunter's Quarry, the closest guy,
Okay.
and then I'm going to twin strike him.
Okay, go ahead.
So first shot,
That will hit.
and second shot.
Uh,
I'm gonna Elven accuracy that.
Okay. And that is just going to miss.
Flat-footed? Flat-footed surprise round? No dex bonus to AC?
Yeah, you're gonna reroll that low, huh? Yeah,
You did reroll. So you hit him with 1, though.
All right, so D12. Oh,
Wow.
so 17 points of damage.
It's almost as good as it could be.
Okay. Yeah, he's bloodied.
Crunch.
And that makes it Tor's turn.
Excel? It was way ahead of me.
Oh, damn it. Why does it keep doing this? It changed his fucking... There's something quirky about this initiative thing.
Whenever I change maps, I always clear the initiative tracker and start it over.
Yeah.
Like right now, I can't see any of the
Um,
player initiatives.
Oh.
I'm going to do just doing echoing dirge on the two of them.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this is for the one nearest. Against Will.
Against Will, yeah, that'll hit.
And then the one further away. By the way, I'm cursing the one nearest. Obviously.
Can you choose not to push them?
Okay, you're
I
hitting.
could, but I am going to push them. Okay, so the one on the left takes maximum damage, which is just 12.
Okay.
And the one on the right...
Why would you push them away from the defender? It doesn't make any sense.
Because
Defender's about to follow up. The other one, because they had curse damage, does 13. The one who's already wounded.
Okay.
Also, it helps me in certain ways.
So you're pushing them where?
I'm just pushing them slightly, which is I'm just pushing one square. The guy in front of me, I'm pushing up one square. The guy who's almost dead.
Right.
And the other one, I'm just pushing one square to the left.
Okay.
There. That's it.
Okay. And that makes it Tor's turn.
I will shift to here.
Now remember, this is your surprise round, so you can only take one.
And my turn is complete.
Oh! I didn't realize that this was, you couldn't do. I get you.
Okay, Grond.
I'm going to attack Excelsior for continually screwing up the area effect. Let's see.
Just because I don't know the rules of D&D.
Well, that's why sometimes you should listen to people when they ask you for things.
You're moving to there and doing what?
I'm going to Vicious Mockery the guy who's almost dead and just kill him.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it's time for him to shovel off.
Okay, I'm assuming you can do at least 1 point of damage.
I can do at least 1 point damage.
Okay, that takes care of him.
17 is Grond's lowest roll of the day so far.
Sir Clancy Pants.
Right.
Now this guy is now not in your line of sight any longer.
What was that?
Yeah, you moved, but before he wasn't in your line of sight.
All right. Hunter Scory, 2 shots.
Go ahead.
In D&D,
shot.
can you fire through the
Yeah.
other guy's squares, or is that not an issue?
Yeah, you're fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then second shot.
Okay,
Both hit.
they both hit. Go ahead.
So 20.
Okay. Hang on. Okay, he's bloodied.
Yep.
And Tony, it's your turn.
I will curse him. I will echoing dirge, I guess, because it's against Will. I'll use my +1 pact bonus to hit from the guy who died last time.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
And I'm sure that'll kill him because that does 18.
yes. He's dead. Okay. Everybody make a perception check.
Oh my god.
Okay. Basically, everybody, you hear the sounds of these guys were shoveling, but when they stopped, when Tor confronted them, you can hear the sounds of shoveling coming from the north. But as the combat starts, the sound suddenly stops.
I'm going to
Okay.
quickly check the guy in the bag. Is he dead?
Okay. There is Actually, it appears to be a woman, and she is very, very dead.
Is she
What
hot?
Not anymore.
Damn it.
Does she resemble anyone we know?
No, she doesn't. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Okay. Make who's checking the body?
Grond.
Grond was.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Nope.
Yeah, she looks dead.
Perhaps we ought to move quick. We can check the body more later. Perhaps there's others here that we ought to investigate. Everyone's waiting.
I'm going to loot the bodies really slowly and ignore what my party member just asked me to do.
Okay, I will go up here and have a look.
I hear noises
Wait,
from up
it's
there. We
this
should block
door.
this square.
Okay. Are you seriously looting the bodies?
Yes.
Provided it takes less than 30 seconds to do, yes.
Okay. The two guys or the woman or all of the above?
Not the woman. Not right now.
Okay.
No, come
Good
back
fight
for
me.
Okay. These guys have swords and a small amount of coins on them.
Okay.
Nothing really appreciable.
Nothing identifiable, like to identify them, I mean.
They are both wearing black matching hoods, which seems
All right.
hoods and cloaks, which seems kind of unusual.
Oh, I need one of those.
I
Yeah,
know.
me
Where do you
too.
buy these? Yeah. Like, can we get 4 of them?
Are they carrying two
Uh,
swords?
Okay.
I would like to, I mean, this woman is in a bag. I'm just gonna,
Yes.
I've identified I don't know her, so I'm gonna leave it there and come back for it. There's not much else I can do.
I am not spending a lot of time. I'm investigating these noises to the north.
Okay. That's what you see.
What is that thing? Is that wall there?
Yeah, it ends at a wall.
Is this where we heard the noises coming from?
You think so?
Let's check it. Let's take a look over here, fellows. I'm investigating this wall here.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception or thievery.
Thank you, sir. Now I can't roll a 1.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, yes, there actually appears to be a concealed doorway here.
I whistle.
Okay, you hear him whistle.
Okay. What's the doorway? Look where? Above us? Or to the west? Or to the north?
It's to the west, yeah.
Okay, I push it open.
Okay. Damn it. To move this stupid thing so we can get. Here we go. Okay. Inside, you see a small room
Ah!
with some figures in it. A large earthen cavern covered in a pool of ankle-deep mud. The room is crisscrossed with supporting beams and planks over the roof. Large blobs of mud seep down between the cracks. Across the chamber, 3 thin, naked men shovel by the light of a feeble lantern. 3 ugly armored creatures are facing off against you, weapons drawn.
Okay, can I take it? We roll initiative, I assume?
Yes. And this time you do not have surprise, unfortunately, so. So what do we got for initiative here?
Grond
Tony?
14.
Okay.
16.
Sir Clancy Ben's got a 19.
You might want to hold your actions. That's good.
19.
Yeah.
And Tor?
8.
8. Okay. So, Sir Clancy Pants.
I'm going to
Might wanna
just
wait
hold
for
my
me.
action.
Yeah.
Okay. Excelsior.
Excelsior, it's time to use his daily power. Okay. Okay. We will use Decree of Karad on these guys here.
Okay.
Not on the. I assume it's enemies. It affects enemies, so I assume it does not affect the 3
Right.
skinny laborers.
Killed all the humans.
I can't push them at all because they're of where they are. Correct.
Right. There's nowhere to push them to, really.
Okay. Well, I will do this, and I will roll against the. Is it will that I'm rolling? I will curse the. I will curse the one just the middle one of the group,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to start rolling from bottom to top.
Okay, go ahead.
This is against will.
Yep, that's going to hit.
Okay, so he takes a swing at the guy above him.
You're going bottom to top? You said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he takes a swing at the middle guy.
Okay.
He misses.
No, he does not.
Oh.
So he hits him for some damage. Okay.
Then the middle one.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, the bottom one, since yeah. Okay, wait here. Roll 20 plus.
Okay. That misses.
Okay, he just takes damage.
More damage.
20 plus 8. Is it? Yeah, roll D. Hold on, I just gotta look at my power stat. D. Plus 10 points.
Okay, he's bloodied.
Okay, and the one up top.
Yep.
20. Also misses, so he takes damage.
Okay, go ahead.
He takes 10 as well.
Okay.
And then I will shift backwards here.
Okay. Which brings us to...
I'm going to interject now.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to Hunter's Mark this guy,
Yep.
and then just Twin Strike him.
Go ahead.
You also get the prime
Okay.
shot bonus, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't make a difference there.
Yeah.
And second one doesn't
Yep.
make a difference.
So you hit him twice.
Yeah, so D12, D12, and a D6 for a total of 23.
Okay, he's definitely bloodied.
And then I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Actually, I might even. Yeah, no, I'm going to stay there.
Okay. So that makes it Grond's turn.
I wonder if I should try to exhort these humans to rise up and eat their overlords. Nah. I'm just gonna mock that guy in the bottom, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead.
Aww. And I'm not gonna.
I thought you had a. I
He
thought you had
seems unimpressed.
+8.
No, the +8 is from.
Oh,
the
that's
melee
from melee.
one. Oh well.
Okay. Tor.
Get in there!
I'm sorry. Was that you, Excel? I'll stand behind you.
That may cause some party friction.
Well, it's best for me though. So
I can see an AoE coming in your direction.
Okay.
Are you seriously just going there?
I'm standing here and taking a wait action.
Okay. This guy will move to here. And okay. And he's going to attack Excelsior. And not even come close to hitting.
I may have some words with Tor at the end of this.
Okay. This guy is actually going to retreat to here. And the last one is going to move to here, and he is going to attack the only person he can attack. And he's going to hit. Oh, damn it. Go ahead and click on the right button here. For a whopping 5 points of damage. And it's Sir Clancy Pants' turn.
All right, I'm gonna go back to here.
Okay?
3 hunters mark the closest guy, which is clearly the dotted guy,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna do my two fang strike, which is 2 shots. So the first shot is gonna go into this guy, and then the second shot is gonna go into that guy, the next guy.
The next guy, okay?
Yeah. And that is so first shot, and I'm going to be a dirty elf.
Okay.
Still probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
And then the second shot,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't hit.
Oof. Well, at least you finally broke your trend of only hitting with half.
Oh joy! Yeah. Actually, I was hitting pretty good on the first couple encounter.
Okay. And that takes it to Excelsior.
Well, I'll step away first. I'll just take a step action.
Are you going to shift?
Shift action. Can I shift to
You
here?
can't.
Is it?
Yeah, no. There's actually nowhere you can shift to except for this square here.
Well, apparently the petulant coward Tor is trying to get me killed. But I'll handle myself. I'll cast Echoing Dirge.
Okay.
Sometimes lessons have to be taught the hard way.
Yeah, you might find a knife in your back. That'll be a lesson. Okay, I will attack the one above.
The one directly north of you? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
Okay, that's just going to hit him.
Against Will?
Oh, no, it's against Will. Yeah, it easily hits him. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I assume that kills him. Oops. Sorry.
7 points?
Mhm.
It does not kill him. He is definitely bloody, but he's not dead.
No. That was the guy in the upper left.
Oh, the guy in the upper left. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
And then I will attack the wounded one who's also cursed, and I'll curse the other one, too, who's near me,
Right.
who's also equidistant.
Mm-hmm.
On Will?
Oh,
Oh, this is D8, not D6 anyway.
okay, yeah, that's hitting him. Yeah, that will do him in. And you said you're cursing this guy?
Yes.
Okay. Making it Grond's turn.
I'll try and insult the last one to death.
Okay, go ahead.
Try goblin on this. Aww.
-5 to whatever you're rolling.
I should have stuck with the social abilities.
Okay, Tor.
Tor will move to here.
Okay, you can't move through that.
Sorry,
you can go.
I'll stand there.
Yeah.
That's just a shift, so it's a minor. I will mark Fat Pants here in front of me.
Yeah, there's only one guy, obviously.
Okay. 17 versus AC.
So we'll just hit.
9.
Okay. That's the wrong one. Yeah, okay, so he's very obviously bloodied, but he's still alive. So the last guy is going to take a shot at you. And he's going to hit.
4 damage.
5 damage. Oh, he takes 4 damage, yeah. And you take 5.
By the way, I can't see Tor's health bar.
Oh, okay. Give me a minute and I'll fix that. And he takes a bunch of damage. Okay. And it's Sir Clancy Pants' turn.
All right, pew pew pew.
Go
Hunter
ahead.
Quarry and Twin Strike. So first one misses. Second one definitely hits.
Okay.
And then that's a D12. Wow.
It's just
And
enough.
And then D6 too. Woo!
Okay, we only had 2, so. Okay.
I did it.
As the last of the hobgoblins collapses, the 3 prisoners come rushing forward. They're completely grateful. They tell you that they've been... let me go back to that. They tell you that they were captured almost a year ago and have been being forced to dig tunnels under the city ever since.
Wait,
Where?
you've been under this basement for a year and nobody noticed?
Well, they haven't been under this basement. They've been digging tunnels all over the city.
Where else?
And nobody noticed you.
Apparently not. Nobody has seismic equipment.
This is the worst town guard I have ever encountered. And apparently I've encountered quite a few of them.
Yes, no, they do not have seismic detectors in this town.
Do they have, like, missing persons report? Like, some lady heard it, so it couldn't be that
Well,
hard.
that's because they basically dug into her cellar.
Oh.
And as for missing persons, you have to remember this is kind of like a medieval town. People go missing all the time.
Still, I'm with the gnome on this one. I mean, we got attacked at the docks coming to this city, and then we found this.
Yeah.
Anyway, they tell us their story.
Yeah, like I said, they said they were basically beggars who were captured about a year ago. And they've been digging these tunnels ever since then. And you can tell they're in horrible shape. They're half-starved, and they've obviously been beaten and very poorly treated.
Now must be a very depressing experience for you. So, I mean, I would suggest you make yourself feel better with a nice lobster dinner. Mm-hmm. Or steak. If you can't decide which to have, just order both.
Tor will roll his eyes and kind of like rub the bridge of his nose there a little bit, and then tell them that he will guide them out of here.
Okay.
You sure you might want somebody to guide you who's not going to back away and disappear if you run into more hobgoblins?
Tor
I'd say
will
looking-
stare at the wayward warlock, say nothing, and turn his back to him and lead the 3 out, realizing that he still has a lot more to teach this petty young mage.
Well, they eagerly follow you.
So I'll just lead them out. If nothing happens, I'm back.
Okay.
I'm searching the goblins.
Okay. Well, so you lead them out. They get to the end as soon as they see the light.
Yeah.
They take off running.
I'm going to take a more detailed inspection of the bound girl.
Yeah, I'll stop there on the way out and do that as well, and I'll spend a healing surge.
Okay. Everybody who's doing that, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Well, I might be doing that depending on how long it takes me. Well, I already inspected the girl, I guess. I rolled a 4, so never mind.
Yeah, you pretty sure she's dead. You think?
Well, I'll just search the goblins then.
Okay. Sir Clancy Pants, being the observant one, you notice you can see that there are ligature marks around her neck, and she appears to have been strangled.
Oh, yeah.
She has no other injuries that you can see, but you do see that grasped. Actually, sorry, under her fingernails there are a few strands of red hair.
Red hair, eh?
Yep, and on her right cheek and palm is what appears to be dried blood.
It might be somebody in the Reed family did this.
Pretty hot.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll take that as a note, and then I'm going to start checking out the rest of these tunnels.
yeah, I'll come too.
Okay. So you're going to that one?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll come with.
Okay.
Anything on the goblins?
Just some really crude weapons and armor.
Fuck these guys. I'll kick them and move out.
Okay.